Hey everybody, and welcome to my full review / my final thoughts on the Casemate Tough Case for the Samsung Galaxy S2. Once again, thank you to Casemate for sending this across for me. All the links are in the description if you want to go check out this case and loads of other cases from Casemate. So, first things first, the case itself is classed as basically a dual layer protection, and it's a heavy duty. Now, heavy duty pretty much means it's nice and solid. If you try and snap it, it's not going to be easy to snap. And the dual layer protection, what does it mean by that? It looks like it's just a case. Well, it's two cases in one. First, you've got your silicone kind of like in cover, and then you've got your hard case, which again is basically for protecting from the major bumps. So what I'm going to do first of all is put the phone into the case, and then we're just going to show you how easy it is to actually fit it. So here we go. So what I recommend is pop on inside in that way first of all. Pull it over, pop it down, pull it up, and there we go. Now while it's in this actual situation here, I will just show you how easy the actual buttons are to press. As you can hear that, and it actually makes it easier than pressing the normal buttons. So I'm very impressed with the actual button layout, the way it's actually, the actual way they've actually incorporated into the actual case. So as you can see, it's got the cutouts on these. Now you're probably thinking, well, they look like it's going to be pretty hard to fit. It's actually relatively simple. Well, again, what I recommend doing is popping this side in first, because the volume up and down is bigger. So what I do is stick it like that, line it up, and if it doesn't get aligned first of all, don't worry about it, just pop it like that. As you can see now, that's now fully aligned. Hopefully you can see that on camera. So then what you do is go to the other side, and again, relatively straightforward. All you do is recommend is to pull this back a little bit. So pull this back as you push this down. So pull it back, and as you've pulled it back, pop it in. Oops. And there we go, job done. It's now fully inserted into the case. And again, it's very easy to turn the phone on and off, and the volume up and down. So we'll take you on the case now, show you what what kind of ports it's got, so you can see what you can plug in and whatnot. So obviously it's got covered over the power button, but again it's very nice. At the top, it has got a hole which is for the other microphone on top, and as you can see, it doesn't cover it at all. And it's got the actual cutout there for the 3.5mm headphone jack. What I like about that is that if you don't have like the normal, or what stack classes nowadays, the straight line ones, so you've got like a L line one, kind of like an L or a, do you know what I mean? It basically sticks into there, and obviously you can come out, going round. They've left a nice cutout there, so if you want to use for the lanyard, or like a phone charm, etc. Obviously your volume up and down. And at the bottom, very nice size cutout for the micro USB and for the other microphone. On the back, it's got the big nice cutout for the camera, so none of it's actually covered at all. And at the bottom, as you can see there, nice cutout for the speaker. So I've had a lot of questions with regards to, does it muffle the sound? Not at all, because it doesn't cover it. So it comes straight out, sounds fantastic, as it always has. So I'll give you the good points and the bad points. I'm going to go through the bad points first of all. Now there's not many, but obviously I have to give the good and the bad. So basically around here and on the bottom and the top, it does seem to gather a bit of lint or a bit of dust, let's say. Now that's because obviously the material that's used, it's just you're always going to get on these kind of cases for the fact that it's not exactly smooth. It's a little tactile, but you're never going to get that where it's never going to attract dust. So it does get a bit of lint and whatnot around the edges. All I recommend doing is get your finger a bit wet, wipe it, comes off straight away. There's not an issue at all. But for some people, obviously it's going to be a factor whether they're going to buy it or not. Second part of the case that I'm not too keen about is it's good and bad. So we'll say why we don't like it first of all. It's because of these raised edges. the dust or the dirt, etc., kind of build up around the edges when you wipe it. So you can't wipe it straight off the screen, it all goes to the edge. Once again, get a cloth, something like that, wipe it down the sides, it comes out straight away. So there's not really a major issue. It's more of a niggling point than anything else. But hey, I'm going to tell you what I think about it. So in the same respect, this is good for the fact that yes, it is raised, but when you put your phone down, that's it, it's not going to scratch the screen. You can stick it down, it's not going to, you can't scratch. It's perfect, it's just going to leave your screen in a perfect condition. So it's got its plus points and obviously its minuses there. Another thing I do like about it is the way the camera's being cut out, so it's kind of recessed in there. So when you put it down, obviously it doesn't matter if you move it about, that there, it's not going to get scratched or damaged. So that's another plus point of the actual case. Now the major factor of the case I like is the feel. Now a lot of people don't like the Galaxy S2 because they think it feels cheap and a bit plasticky. And I can understand why, why some people are thinking that, because at the end of the day, it is a plastic, a plastic phone. So try this on the kit, try this on the phone, put this case on the phone, then feel it, and all of a sudden you'll be thinking, huh, it actually feels really, sturdy, feels very premium. So for those that want the phone but are thinking, I don't like that, that plasticky feel. Me personally, I think it feels great in or out of the case. But for those thinking, I want something to make it obviously thicker, and give it actually full protection, this case is definitely for you. So as I do with all the things I review, what would I give it out of 5 stars? Now I'm going to give this 4 stars. So it's not got obviously the full 5 stars, and the reason for that is just for the fact that these, the little bit of lint that gets around there and the edges, it's irritating to me. But it wouldn't put me off buying the case. If it was me, I would go out and buy the case tomorrow. This is basically going to be my case for the future, unless something extremely awesome comes out and I'm thinking actually I'm going to try that. But for the foreseeable future, this is my case of choice. So what I want you to do, leave me questions, comments down below about the case, and I'll answer them. I'll answer as many as I can. Hit me up on Twitter with the same questions. I try not to send me the PMs because I'm getting quite a few, so it's a bit hard to reply to all those. So Twitter's the best place to contact me. I'm going to answer the first question that everyone's going to ask, that I've had loads anywhere, is does the case, with it being the dual layer protection, silicone and the hard plastic, does it make the phone overheat? Does it feel, does it get extremely hot? The answer to that is no. It doesn't get any hotter than it does when the actual phone is normal. As you saw, I did the review of the Spider-Man game in this case. It didn't get hot at all. It got obviously the warm, but it didn't get overly hot. So for those asking, that's not an issue at all. So any other questions, you know where to contact me. Don't forget to like the actual video if you don't mind. It does help all my actual videos. And hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, because I've got plenty more videos on the way, more Android demos, iOS demos. If you've got anything you want, I have put a suggestion box on my channel, so go check that out now please, and leave me suggestions as to what you want on this channel, because again, it's tailored around what the actual audience wants, as well as what I want to view, so we'll come to a good compromise. So once again, thanks for watching, and I shall see you in my next video. Cheers.